the Vaporesso Luxe Nano kit. Let's have a look. Hey guys, Vick here, back with another review. Today we are looking at this, the Vaporesso Luxe Nano kit. It comes with the SKRR-i tank, SKRR-i tank, 2mm capacity tank, very unique, very interesting coil heads that I'll show you down low. Completely the wrong coil heads for this kit, but we'll show you down low. They're pretty cool actually, so I'll show you down low. Built-in battery, 2000 mAh. 80 watts, TC, power curve, TCR, bypass, all that good stuff. Available in a wide range of colours, and has a touchy haptic feedback style menu and screen, and I'll show you that down low as well. Let's just dive down low so you can see all that. We'll come back up top for pros and cons. See you in a sec. Okay guys, here we are down low with the Vaporesso Luxe Nano. Very, very cool mod, very cool face, screen and all that. It's got the haptic buttons on here as well, all that sort of good stuff. You got your fire button on the side. I don't like this back bit, but there are loads of other variations available, so don't worry about that. Built-in 2000 mAh battery, 2 amp micro USB charging, and yeah, very good indeed. Let's just have a quick look at this SKRR-i tank, SKRR-i tank. Here we go. So we've got top fill on here. Just unscrew that and chuck your juice in there. No issues there. Traditional 510 drip tip, adjustable airflow at the bottom. And then if we let enough juice go down here, we should be able to take this off. And I can show you this pretty cool coil head. There we go. So check this coil head out. What's going on here is the air is coming in through that middle post, which means no juice is ever in contact with that middle post, which means it's very unlikely you're going to get juice in these air ducts. That is a big problem on sub tanks traditionally. So a very clever way of doing it. It's a mesh coil. It's best 60 to 75 watts, and it's a cracking vape. It's not really suitable for this kit in my opinion. I'll talk about that up top, but the coil head is very clever design. A very clever design, which yeah, is potentially going to reduce leakage quite a bit, which is very cool indeed. 25mm wide, spring loaded 510. It's a flush mount, so nothing sticks up or looks weird on here. Very nice 510, no issues at all with there. Remember, loads of different styles available if you don't like this style. You've then got your Vaporesso, your big screen here, and then you've got your menu button, your left and your right button, which are sort of touch mod buttons, and there's the fire button on this side. So 1 2 3 4 5. Luxe Nano. It's a cool screen. It is a cool screen. It's a cool menu and it works well. When you turn it on, it allows you to adjust it, but as soon as you press fire, that is locked. So here we go. So now you can see if you try and do that, it doesn't let you do it until you go 1 2 3. And then you do have the ability to adjust again. If you go 1 2 3 on the menu button, you can then navigate around, and this mod does loads of stuff. You got your custom curve wattage, all that, a bit of all that stuff. So you've got all that. You've got your DIY mode as well, which allows you to do all your variable wattage, custom curve and all that, normal, hard, soft. It's got all that, 1 2 3. You've got your stainless steel. You've got bypass mode here as well, 1 2 3. There's loads you can do. In the set bit you can set your date and time as well, brightness, puff count. The smart on and off, I don't recommend that. It's basically where it tries to guess what wattage you want. The on off settings, quick settings, you've got screen timeout, key light, the vibrate you can turn on and off. Obviously every time you press this button it does that little vibrate, that little feedback. You can turn that off if you don't like that, and then you've got your version stuff as well. So it does everything. It does everything, this board. Literally everything, which is very, very cool indeed. All your TC, all your TCR, custom curves, power presets, everything this thing can do. It's very, very cool indeed. It's all pretty intuitive. So 1, 2, 3, you can go to variable temperature SS, new atomizer yes, change your Fahrenheit to whatever you want. Happy days. Pretty intuitive, pretty simple. Happy days. Really bright screen, really cool screen, really easy menu. Very, very nice indeed. All working pretty good. Don't forget 2 amp charging on here, 2000 mAh battery, and it's nice and small. It's very pocket friendly, fits very well in the hand. Yeah, funky, but quite a strange kit, which we'll go up and talk about now. Let's go up top. Okay guys, that was the Luxe Nano from Vaporesso down low, with the SKRR-i tank down low. Really interesting mod, and a very interesting coil in this sub tank as well. The first thing I'm going to say though, is I like the tank and I like the way it vapes, apart from a couple of things that we'll get to, and I like the mod and I like the way it works, but this is not a suitable kit. An 80 watt mod with a 2000 mAh battery, with a tank that wants you to go between best 65-75 watts, 2000 mAh, 65 watts, 2 mil capacity. Those maths just don't work. That's a complete misunderstanding of what's going on. Yeah, that's too high a watts for this mod. It's too high a watts for this battery, and it's too high a watts for this capacity. And that is just the way it is. It's also not very matchy. You know, you've got a blue and red and black situation going on here, and then you've just got a very, very 2014 style stainless steel sub tank on top. Don't get that at all. So as a kit, the tank I could make a good case for recommending. The mod I could make a good case for recommending. As a kit, nah, no way. It's just not a suitable kit. These two things should not be together, like custard and tomato. So yeah, as a kit, it doesn't work. I mean, it works, but it doesn't. It shouldn't. Yeah. So that's the thing. The next thing I want to say is about the mod itself and the looks of the mod itself. First of all, there is a range of colours available, a wide range of colours available of this, and Mike Vapes, the vaping reviewer, Mike Vapes, he showed off like a bronzy coloured one, and it looked really cool on his review. Check that out. So they have some cool colours. Mine, it's kind of nice. You've got your red and your blue two-tone thing. You've got your cool black screen, and it goes round and bosh, what's that? It just says "Just Vape" on the back in bright red, and yeah, I don't know what that's about. So a really, really good looking mod on these three sides, but not on my back side. So there we go. So yeah, a weird looking thing. It's a weird looking thing, my version, but there's some really cool colour schemes, so check those out. So there's that. Okay, so let's get into the ins and outs of this. This has got the Oni board, I believe, in here, and it's absolutely on point. The menus are on point, TC's on point, power curve, TCR, bypass mode, everything on this mod is absolutely perfect. Power output seems exactly correct at all times. The navigation is easy, very, very easy indeed, in my opinion. I think it's very smart. It's a very cool screen, very easy to use. These buttons work every time, every single time, every press, without fail. These are doing exactly the correct thing, which is excellent. It's excellent. So the buttons and the haptic feedback is all excellent. The one thing I would say is, when it is locked, it's a shame it can't stop itself from having that. So I've got it locked now, I'm vaping away, and when I touch it and hold it this way, I get that little vibration every single time. You can turn the vibration off, but it's still registering that touch. and that's got to be draining battery life. The fact that every time I pick it up to vape it, it thinks I want to press a button. So that's the thing, that they could tweak that so that when you go 1, 2, 3, that is when it's ready for the feedback, it's ready for the button presses, and the rest of the time it completely ignores you. Surely that's the way it should be. But other than that, everything about the board, TC, everything is absolutely stellar. Battery life, considering it's 2000 mAh, is excellent, but again, 2000 mAh battery. Really, this is an excellent mod for low wattage vaping. Sub 30 watts would be ideal. So yeah, so that's all the mod. I think it's really good looking, and there's some even better looking styles available of this. The board is perfect, the screen is perfect, it looks great, it works flawlessly in all compartments. So the mod is really cool. The mod is really cool, really well made. It's going to be affordable when it's out. All that good stuff. It's really cool. It's really cool. 2 amp charging as well on a 2000 mAh. That's like 20 minutes. So there you go. So that's cool. Everything about the mod is cool, except the just vaping bright red on the back. Everything about this mod is cool. The tank, it's got these coil heads. Very, very clever indeed. What the aim of these coil heads is because the juice isn't going to sit and drop down, you're not going to have like a sub tank where the juice is constantly around this airflow. That's the logic behind these coil heads, and it does seem to be working very well. And the vape off it, when you bump up that wattage, is very nice as well. 60 watts. Nice clouds, nice flavour. I've had no dry hits, no leaking, anything like that. These mesh coils seem very good. They're just too cloudy, too high wattage for this kit, but the actual tank on its own and the coil head on its own in isolation is very nice, a very nice vape. 2 mil capacity as well, obviously bear that in mind. You're looking at 60-70 watts with 2 mil capacity. It's basically a dripper at this point. But there we go. The tank works absolutely fine. I just think it's not the right tank for this mod, and 2 mil capacity on a coil head like this is not really a thing. Also, it's not matchy. It's not matchy. Come on, you made such a lovely mod. Crazy not to make a nice matchy tank with lower wattage. So there we go. I think it's really cool. I think it's a really cool mod. I think it's a very good mod. I really like it. As a kit, no. As a tank, yes. As a mod, yes. As a kit, no. Is basically this review. I think it's really cool. If you're a low wattage vapor, a mouth to lung vapor, and you want a built-in battery device, I haven't really used any better than this in terms of functionality and looks. So there we go. That is where I will leave it. Let me know what you think in the comments. Like and subscribe if you've not already, and I'll see you on the next video. Cheers.